What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, for the last year on the channel, we've been building all 6 of the cars that I own, including my F30 way up top and my 2021 5.0 that's sitting in the garage here. The most special car that we picked up that everyone seems to love is my 2007 E92 335i. Now, I absolutely love this car, and we picked it up not too long ago for super cheap, and we've done so much work to this thing. And honestly, it's one of my favorite cars to drive. It has so much power, it sounds so freaking amazing, and it's so quick. However, since owning it, we've probably spent over $10,000 on this car alone. So today, we're going to be installing a bunch of Temu parts on this car to help, save me some dollars. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Temu is a website that's basically like Amazon, except it's from China and everything is super freaking cheap. And a lot of the times the quality is not quite up to par, let me just say that. So like the title says, today we are going to be installing Temu parts and building my 335 even further. And honestly, this thing's already looking freaking insane. However, there is a slight twist to this video.
What?
We are not just going to be building the 335, we actually have some mods for my 5.0 as well that I'm super freaking excited for. Without further ado, let's get straight into our first mod over here. Now, I'm going to be doing these one at a time, and we're going to do 3 0 out of 10 rankings for each category. Number 1 is going to be the quality of the product. Number 2 is going to be the fitment of the product. And number 3 is going to be how much I like the product. So let's just jump right in. Now, starting us off here in this box is our first mod for the E92 335i. Now, we're just starting off with something light, but don't worry, the mods are going to get freaking insane by the end of this video. And we have a carbon fiber e-brake handle, and luckily it's Temu because I just dropped it. And as you can see, I basically just scratched a bunch of it right there. So that's pretty unfortunate. I think this was like 20 bucks or something, so not that big of a deal, but yeah, I'm an idiot. Now, I'm not entirely sure how you take this apart, but I think you have to slide the boot off, and then this comes off after. We're gonna have to hit the YouTube for this one here, boys. I just put the boot on upside down. Let's go, baby. Dude, this mod might make me crash out, bro. We've currently gone through 3 zip ties and it keeps falling off, dude. This is getting a 0 out of 10 in all categories. All right, boys. Well, we got it on there and it does look pretty cool, but this is still getting a 0 out of 10 all around because it fucking pissed me off. Now, for our next mod, we're hopping straight over to my 5.0 Mustang here. And if you look at the rear end of the car, we have these Euro-style taillights that are white and they look super dope, but these red reflectors do not match whatsoever. So our next mod are going to be these black reflectors to replace the red ones. And what's cool about these, the black is going to match the matte black paint when it's off, but when it's lit up, it's going to be white. So let's just hop straight in and try and get these on. Hopefully this goes better than the last mod. That took me so long to get out, I accidentally just pushed it back in. Let's go. I don't know what it is here, boys, but these mods are just going not well. But regardless, we did get it off, and now we can throw the new one on, and this is gonna look dope, boys. Yo, that actually looks pretty sick, bro. Check that out. Here is the OEM side, and over here is the new one. And this actually looks really dope. Now, I'm gonna run and get my keys real quick, and then we're gonna see what it looks like lit up. Now, I actually decided before I go get the keys, we're gonna do the other one real quick because it's really annoying to do. So let's just get this done. And bam, baby, just like that, we have the second one on. Now, let's go ahead and we're gonna run and get the keys for this thing so we can finally see them lit up. All right, boys, here is the moment of truth. Hopefully, these are plugged in. Why is that not lighting up? Oh, wait, I figured it out, boys. I think we just gotta spin this dial all the way over here. And that did absolutely nothing. Let's go. Well, we are just on a roll with things not working. They do look sick, just matching the black, but yeah, they're supposed to light up and they are not doing that. So I guess we'll just get straight into the rating for this one. So honestly, looks, we're gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it does look good with the black, but the lights didn't work. Fitment is gonna be a 10 out of 10. It fits perfectly just like the OEM one. And quality, we're gonna give it a 3 out of 10 because it does look cool when the car's off, but it doesn't work. Now, let's just get straight into this next mod because this one could turn the entire video around for us so far. Because we have a brand new carbon fiber front lip for the Mustang. Now, don't let the Temu name fool you because this was still like $400 or $500, so the price was still up there. But this thing just looks freaking wicked and the quality of the carbon actually looks pretty good. So we still got to pull the old one off and we got to throw the new one together since it's a 3-piece, so let's just get straight into that. Well, it has been a long time since I've seen this car without a front lip, and it's not going to last long. So let's go ahead and put the other one together and throw it on the car. Well, boys, we got it on there, and this does look pretty freaking wicked. However, yes, that's right, there is a however for this mod. The middle does not fit again. This happened on my last front lip, but yeah, this does not line up, and it can't go any farther back because there's the corner, there's the corner. I don't know why this happens. I mean, it was the same story on the fake carbon front lip that we just threw away. The middle didn't fit, but I mean, I triple check every time that it's for my year of Mustang because I know the bumpers change. But yeah, still, it doesn't fit. So that kind of sucks. But the carbon fiber does look nice. It looks a whole lot better than the old one that was all beat up and everything. So I think it still will have a decent rating, but let's get into it. For quality, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. The carbon is pretty nice. However, it is still Temu. Fitment is going to be a fucking 2. And overall looks, I'm still going to give it like maybe a 6, maybe a 7. 7! But for real though, I will still give it a 7. Even though it doesn't fit that great, it still makes the car look way better in the front end. And yeah, it just makes it look a whole lot more aggressive. I do kind of wish it didn't have that stupid little wing right there, but it's at least smaller than the old one that we threw away. So I'd say I'm happy with it. Now, with that being said, let's just get straight into our next mod. Well, boys, we've done some pretty sick mods today, but we saved the best for last. And right here for the 335i, we have some brand new carbon fiber side skirts, and these things look absolutely insane. Now, again, even though these are from Temu, these were still like $600, I think. So, I mean, the price was still up there, but the quality looks great. I'm super excited to see these on the car. So let's go ahead and pull her in the driveway here and freaking throw these things on, boys. I'm going to do unspeakable things to the guy that sold me these if these don't fit, dude. I'm going to be pissed. Okay, well, we got her in the driveway, and this thing looks so freaking immaculate, dude. I'm so stoked on how this car is coming. Honestly, I think the carbon side skirts are going to be one of the last things we do to this car. Although we really need to work on the fitment because it's super high up in the front and the back is basically flush. But man, once we do that, this thing is gonna look so dope. Okay, let's just get straight into the install here, boys. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anyone to help me, so we're having to use the old block of wood trick here. But I think this is actually gonna work. So right now, we're just kind of messing around with the fitment, trying to see how far we want these to poke out. But I think what I got right now is looking pretty good. So I think it's time to start drilling here, boys. Now, it is starting to rain, so hopefully we can install this quick and be done with it before I get soaking wet, but we'll see. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. I'm just embracing the suck at this point. This might be the most frustrating thing I've ever done in my entire life. This sucks. It's pouring rain right now. The jack's getting in the way. I'm trying not to cuss. The jack's getting in the way, dude. Holy, I'm gonna lose it in a second, boys. I'm gonna be throwing chairs and shit in like 2 minutes. Well, boys, the first one is on there, and honestly, I think the worst part about this is that I have to do it a second time, but it does look pretty good. It flows with the front lip really nice. However, I think the thing I don't like the most is how far it has to stick out, and I didn't just do that by accident. I have to stick it out far, or else you won't be able to get to the jack points that are right behind them. But other than that, I think they look pretty good with the car. Not a huge fan of this little shark fin here, but for $500 or $600, I think they're pretty cool. But like I said, the worst part about this is I have to do this another fucking time, boys. So let's just get straight into this, I guess. Well, boys, we got both of them on, and this is looking absolutely insane right now. These look really, really good. There is just so much freaking carbon fiber on this car, dude. The mirrors, the side skirts, the antenna cover, roof wing, rear spoiler, the front grills, and now even the engine cover, dude. We need some more in the engine bay, but this thing is sick. But yeah, guys, I'm super stoked with how these turned out. Once the front comes down a bit, this car is going to look a whole lot better. But right now it kind of looks goofy how there's a 2-inch gap and then it's flush at the back. But yeah, boys, honestly, I think these parts were a pretty good freaking turnout for Temu parts. I am super freaking excited with how these cars are coming together lately, and I just can't wait for this year to continue. Build these cars even more. We're just gonna have the sickest cars on the planet here, in my opinion, dude. And well, with that being said, I think that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And yeah, comment down below what videos you want to see next. Give me some ideas. And yeah, I think that's everything. So, peace.